On Life in the Park, New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman returns to the park. St. Louis Park's premier family event is Putting Children First, and learn how to make a rain garden in your yard. These stories and more on Life in the Park.
Welcome to this edition of Life in the Park. I'm Scott Smith. Hey, take a look at the back of this car. What is it you don't see? An exhaust pipe. The city of St. Louis Park recently leased its first all-electric vehicle, a Nissan Leaf SV. The all-electric vehicle reflects the city's commitment to being an environmental and sustainability leader, and also is in line with the environmentally preferable purchasing policy to purchase higher efficiency or plug-in electric vehicles for our fleet. The city has multiple hybrid vehicles, but this is our first all-electric car. The vehicle averages 107 miles on a single charge and can be fully charged in 6 hours. The city has 2 charging stations located in the south parking lot of the City Hall, 5005 Minnetonka Boulevard, and it's available to the public free of charge. The public is invited to St. Louis Park's premier family event, the 23rd Annual Children First Ice Cream Social, presented by Citizens Independent Bank, will be held Sunday, May 15th from 2 to 5 p.m. at Wolf Park, next to the St. Louis Park Rec Center, 3700 Monterey Drive. Bring the whole family, rain or shine. If the weather is inclement, the event will be held inside the rec center. Everyone will enjoy free ice cream from Sebastian Joe's and kosher ice cream, courtesy of Lunds and Biley's. Sebastian Joe's ice cream that will be served include Children's First signature flavor, Putting Children First. Crafted by Sebastian Joe's, especially for Children First, it features vanilla ice cream with chunks of vanilla wafers and ribbons of chocolate pudding. The day of family fun includes a variety of entertainment, craft activities, a kids' garage sale, and interactive exhibits by 25 local organizations. The event is free due to the generosity of many sponsors. New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman will speak on writing for the New York Times, but always looking for Minnesota, at St. Louis Park High School on Saturday, May 21st at 10 a.m. The 3-time Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and author, a 1971 graduate of Park High School, will appear in order to raise support, awareness, and funds for the St. Louis Park Public Schools Foundation and to celebrate the city's students, schools, and community. In turn, the foundation is eager to recognize Mr. Friedman as an outstanding and loyal alumnus. Money raised through ticket sales and donations will profit the St. Louis Park Public Schools Foundation, whose mission is simple: to enhance learning for the students of St. Louis Park Public Schools. Visit www.slppfs.org to purchase tickets for the event and to learn more about how you can donate to fund projects that inspire St. Louis Park Public School students to reach for the stars. Fare for All is the cooperative food purchasing program that sells groceries at discounted prices and is open to anyone and everyone. Fare for All works hard to offer value, variety, and quality, purchasing fresh fruits, vegetables, and frozen meat in bulk to save you up to 40% off grocery store prices. There is no pre-registration and many forms of payment are accepted. The next Fare for All is on Wednesday, May 18th at the Prince of Peace Lutheran Church, 8115 Highway 7. The Shoo Away Hungry bus will also be on site at Prince of Peace. The City of St. Louis Park Blood Drive is coming up May 23rd. Every day, people in emergency situations require blood to survive. Donated blood lasts only 42 days and cannot be synthetically made. There is no substitute. Only volunteer donors like you can give this gift of life. All blood types are needed, especially type O. Please make an appointment to donate at our City of St. Louis Park Blood Drive. City Hall Bloodmobile will be in the parking lot Monday, May 23rd from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. All presenting donors may register for a $25 gift card giveaway drawn at this Bloodmobile. To sign up, go to www.mbc.org/searchdrives and enter sponsor code 0531 or just call John McHugh at 952-924-2528. Join a rain garden workshop on May 25th. Help keep lakes and streams clean while creating a beautiful and bee butterfly-friendly habitat in your yard. Learn how at a Planting for Pollinators Rain Garden Workshop hosted by Metro Blooms and Minnehaha Creek Watershed District, Wednesday, May 25th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Rec Center, 3700 Monterey Drive. As our landscape becomes more developed, most of the rain that falls from the sky runs off, carrying pollution to nearby lakes and streams. Rain gardens capture rainfall so it can soak into the ground and be cleaned naturally, provide excellent homes for bees and butterflies, and recharge our precious groundwater. This fast-paced and focused 3-hour workshop explores simple changes you can make on your property that helps protect clean water and create healthy habitats. It includes the latest information in healthy yard care practices combined with our popular do-it-yourself approach to rain garden design and installation. Following a presentation, you will have the opportunity to receive assistance from landscape designers and master gardeners in a small group setting to go over your particular property issues. There is a $15 fee to cover the cost of materials. To register or learn more about other rain garden workshops, visit www.metroblooms.org. Well, as lawn and garden season is upon us, a reminder to conserve water. St. Louis Park prohibits lawn sprinkling between noon and 6 p.m. In addition, all households and businesses must follow an odd-even schedule when sprinkling lawns. Even-numbered addresses may water on even-numbered days on the calendar, and odd-numbered addresses water on odd-numbered days. Here's some conservation tips. Water trees and gardens with a hose or a soaker hose rather than a sprinkler. Use mulch around trees, shrubs, and flowers to retain soil moisture. Sweep driveways and sidewalks with a broom rather than hosing them down. Please help us avoid a water shortage. During a typical hot summer day, St. Louis Park water usage rises to 12 to 14 million gallons per day, as compared to 5 to 6 million gallons each day in winter. Parks and Recreation wants your input on future relocation of the City of St. Louis Park Outdoor Skate Park. Gather on Wednesday, May 18th at 5:30 p.m. in the lobby of the Rec Center, 3700 Monterey Drive. From there, you'll visit the 2 locations under consideration for the skate park. Please dress for weather conditions and be prepared to walk. The skate park was previously located on the Rec Center campus, but has moved to Nelson Park this year due to construction of the new all-purpose outdoor recreation facility on the west side of the Rec Center. If you have questions, you may contact Jason West, Recreation Superintendent, at jwest@stlouispark.org, or give him a call at 952-924-2554. The St. Louis Park Historical Society hosted a presentation on the history of our city park system, showcasing photos from over the years and a talk with special guests, Chris Gears, former Director of Parks and Recreation, Cindy Walsh, current Director of Operations and Recreation, and Gene Gustafson, former Park Maintenance Superintendent.
So our first parks, I don't think we have a great understanding of exactly what was the first park, but likely what is today Jorvik Park at the time was called Bandstand Park. So Jorvik Park is where the historic train depot sits today. And so here's a picture from 1909. We believe that the land was part of the railroad's deal with our village to name ourselves St. Louis Park after the railroad.
The guys are flooding the rink with a fire hose at 10 below. I'd always have to make some comment. Maybe it's darn cold and somebody's shaking a little or something. And I just tell them on the positive end of it, hey buddy, there's no mosquitoes out here.
There's trails for people to bike on, to walk in. There's gardens. There are community gardens. We use some of the gardens through our playground program to teach kids that food just doesn't come from a grocery store, that it's actually grown. So we do that a lot of our playground programs. So we truly want you to go to a park and find something for you to do. You can watch birds, you can snowshoe, we clear our trails so you can walk year round. I think our goal is to get people outside.
And Gene said, we can't put our big mowers on here and we need it mowed, so you're going to have to mow it by hand. Well, he gave me this mower that was about 18 inches long. And if you've never mowed an entire outfield on a softball field, you have no appreciation for just how much work that was.
Also, coming to a park near you, many more of our city parks host new blue recycling containers. St. Louis Park has been awarded a grant from Hennepin County to purchase, install, and service recycling containers in the city's park system. This project will triple the number of recycling carts available. Be sure to check the information sticker on the cart before depositing your recyclable materials. In its initiative that aligns with and supports the overall Health in the Park mission and that of Sustainable SLP of making St. Louis Park a healthier place to live, work, and play, SLP Seeds Board President Julie Rappaport enlisted a crew of volunteers from the St. Louis Park Home Depot to construct a new raised bed garden plot in Louisiana Oaks Park. Take a look.
I'm standing here with Austin Boulay, manager of the St. Louis Park Home Depot, and the guy who is responsible for this outstanding project where they not only donated their consulting and designing, but the materials and all this labor that they brought here today. So Austin, thank you so much. How is it that you came to be involved with this?
So part of our culture at Home Depot is around community service and giving back to the community. So I'd reached out to the mayor's office to see if there was anything that we could do locally to help community organizations to further positive change in the community, and they sent me to you. So they sent me to Julie, and we talked about this project and found that it was one that we thought we could really help with, and one that really fits with what we're trying to do within the community here.
Thanks to Julie and the folks at Home Depot for their generosity. Well, that's it for this edition of Life in the Park. Remember, you can keep up to date in the park by visiting our Facebook page at facebook.com/St. Louis Park, or check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/St. Louis Park. Join us next time for another edition of Life in the Park right here on Park TV.